misuse this opportunity. We try as much as possible to, you know, to utilize all resources that are available. So AI is one resource that has come and has come to stay. AI is going to replace a lot of things, and it's going to make life easy for a lot of people. So it is very important that you accept it. Many people are still saying AI is antichrist, AI is end of the world. You're not seeing anything. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. But I believe AI is a tool that God has inspired, a creative tool that God has inspired into man, and it is left for us to utilize it to our own advantage. Yes, there are different use. People can misuse people can abuse the use of these resources, these tools, but we are meant to utilize it and ensure that we don't miss this wave. We don't miss this wave. I'll on this call with a friend and a mentee. His name is Samuel. So Samuel will be taking us on a brief intro to what AI is, what automation is, what you can achieve. Then I will start um with the practice. There's a lot. Now the reason why we'll be doing a lot of practice now is because uh tomorrow will not be having this session. It's meant to be a 3-day session, but there's going to be a program in church that's in Solid Rock, and we won't be able to. The time is clashing, so we won't be able to, meet again tomorrow. But we'll be meeting on Saturday, but we want to utilize the time we have now to achieve as much as possible today and also on Saturday. But without further much ado, I would like to call Samuel to join me and introduce himself and take us on his own session. Thank you so much. Please, if you are following me and you can hear me clearly, just send an emoji or just react. Thank you. Yes, and for the first person the that joined the call, your name is Prince Adekunle. I didn't get your last name, but I think Prince Adekunle is still on the call. If he's on the call, we have a small gift from me. It's a cup, the gentle humble cup. So I hope we meet on Sunday so that you can collect this, or you just send me a WhatsApp message so that I can find a way of getting to you. Um, then we have things that you guys can win. It's not just coming online, but I would require that uh, you all should please pay attention. You'll be given practice on Saturday. You guys will go home with ideas. Or sorry, you guys will go. We'll give you a task, and you have to come back on Saturday. We'll do a little bit of presentation, and anybody that wins can go with a cash prize or go with other things. I think I have another thing here that you guys can go with. So, courtesy the job committee. So please do well to pay attention. Do well to be intentional. I'm going to show you. Well, okay, let me talk to you. Over to you, Samuel.
Okay, can you hear me? If you can hear me,
Clearly,
you can
Samuel.
just react to it. Okay, standing on the existing protocol, which um has already been stated already. Um, I want each and every one of us on this call to do something very, very, very quick for me before I actually go into my session. And that is, if you know a friend who knows a friend who ought to be in this section but is yet to join this call, kindly tell the person the meeting has started. Kindly tell the person not to miss this section at all. I'm waiting. If you've done it, I just want you to go to the comment section and type done. Done. Actually, if you have a friend who you know could benefit from this, or somebody who you feel has to be in this training. Okay, somebody says can't hear me from his side. Can you see me?
I can hear you
Okay.
clearly.
Oh,
So just try to check your audio, check the volume, and let's uh, try as much as possible to ensure that we don't we utilize this session, please. So check your audio, check everything you need to check. I dropped a message earlier in the group, so please, Samuel, thank you. Go on.
okay, I'm waiting. I'm looking at the comment section.
Invite someone. Invite someone. So when you send the link is in the group. So when you invite someone, just type done in the comment section.
Trying to do so. Okay, lovely. Mr. Ola. Okay, Mr. Olufemi Dawn. That's lovely. I'm waiting for more Dawn before I kickstart this my session.
All right, we have two more dones now. You can go ahead, Samuel. Hello, Samuel. Okay, I don't think Samuel is on this call. Maybe there's something wrong with his network or something. Can anybody hear me?
I can hear you
Yes.
clearly. Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Yes.
can.
Okay, Samuel. Okay, thank you. Samuel, please go on. Go ahead, please.
Okay, okay. I was trying to log in my slides into
Okay,
this meeting. I think.
can I share it
Okay,
for you?
exactly, exactly. That would really be fantastic. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay, as I said earlier, I'm a virtual assistant. I have keen interest in community management. I work as a community manager for the Zion Stand Academy. I have core interest in designing systems that actually work, systems that are designed suitable just for you. Let me quickly ask this, give a kind of backstory to, yes. Can move to the second slide, please. Yes. And by the way, while I was trying to prepare for this section, trying to wrap things and put things in place, in order for this section to be very, very exciting, I ran out of time. So I just had to use an AI tool to help me prepare my to help me turn my outline into a slide. I think Mr. David will dive into this even more detail in the section. All this you are seeing right here was actually done by an AI within just roughly 5 minutes. I didn't do any editing to it. That's why you could still see some traces on it because I was really, really short of time. So basically, as I said earlier, I'm an AI enthusiast. I'm a community manager, also a virtual assistant. And that my goal is to actually help people design systems that works best for them. And I
Okay, I think Samuel is having a little bit of network.
Can you see me?
Yes, yes, you were tripping off, but we can hear you now. Can you hear me?
O- Okay, I think the issue I had was I was trying to also switch between screens. Okay,
Oh,
so before we dive in, let's quickly do some housekeeping. I'll advise you prepare writing materials because there is a lot which you will learn from this section. And I also advise if you don't have anything to say or you're not permitted to speak yet, kindly mute your mic. And also this section, it's all dependent on how engaging you guys, the level of engaging energy you give me. That's one thing that's going to allow me flow so easily. And also one thing which I will not but emphasize is everything which is done on this call, everything which will be discussed on this call, practice is key. Practice is key. There's high tendency for you to have a theoretical knowledge of a thing, but when you apply that knowledge which you have, it in a sense becomes something very, very useful and something very, very vital. You can help me switch to the next slide. Okay. Here is a fun fact which I want you to know. I don't know if you can still hear me.
we can hear you clearly.
Okay, can you still hear me now?
Yeah, sure. So in case you're seeing anything now, I can't hear you.
Oh, wow. That's
Okay, so I
really
can hear you now.
okay. That's really serious. I was trying to switch between screens to see if it will work that way, but actually I was having difficulty. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, clearly.
Okay. One fun fact which I want you to know today, according to Forbes, by 2030, artificial intelligence will become deeply integrated to our daily lives. You know, some people has been showing quite apathy to it, even in the church. We see people who don't really want to adapt to it. But as the trend continually evolves, as this technology continually to evolve, according to Forbes, AI will be integrated into our lives from functioning as our personal assistant to tutors. Yes, to tutors, to career counselors, to therapists, to accountants, even name that field, name that section. I tell you, AI is venturing into those aspects. And one thing which I have actually discovered is it's high time we wake up onto this particular innovative trend which has been going on for quite a while and begin to utilize it. The more you utilize tools like this, the more you accept AI as an innovation which has come to stay, the better it serves you. The better it serves you. Another one says AI is projected to improve productivity of 61% of employee, not merely by automating repeated tasks, but allowing employee to focus on creative and strategic responsibility. Creative and strategic responsibility. You know, we'll dive deep into what automation is and the likes. But before I go into that, I want us to have a quick interaction section. I want to know how aware of AI how aware of AI you are. So I would like to ask, and I need you to use the chat section for this section. Have you used AI today even without realizing it? Okay, let me break this further down. Have you used AI without realizing? How many of you have used ChatGPT today? How many of you have tried scheduling an email today? If you have done that, I just want your reaction. I just want your reaction. I just want your reaction. It's only one person. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, you've used it. You know one funny thing which I experienced today, because also one of my stories, I'm also a student, a uni student, was the fact that I was in the class today in the computer science class, and funny enough, the teacher was trying to mention those AIs and the like, and was asking the student, how many of you are familiar with AI and all that like that? And funny enough, I was right there on ChatGPT trying to refine the idea which I had in mind. And in a class of over how many students, there were a lot of people who, in a sense, they were aware of this AI and they didn't really know. Now, there's a second thing which I want you to do. I want us to mention popular AI tools which we know. We know we've mentioned ChatGPT now is one which everybody knows. So now I want to know, which AI tool do you know? Which AI tool do you know? Kindly use the chat section. I tell you, the person with the let me do it this way. Let me do it this way. Let me do it this way. I have a small gift for somebody who is able to mention at least, let's say, five. Is five too much? 10. Yeah, 10, because they are quite, that's something about the field of AI. It continually evolves. New technology keep emerging, new technology keep coming forth, and you could see, aside from ChatGPT, all of a sudden we began to see Meta AI, which is integrated in our WhatsApp, and the likes of them. Wow, wow. It's only a few people that I could see commenting. Oh, somebody mentioned something which I could see. Hope you could still hear me. Oh, somebody mentioned Luma 5, Metal. Wow, you're quite informed as regarding AI. Let us keep it coming. Keep it coming. Do we know of any AI tool which does presentations, to create presentation slides? Actually, the slide which you're looking on the screen was actually created with AI. Oh, Canva. Yes, Canva now are adapting AI to some as new features to help creators, to help not just creators, educators, be more productive in a sense. Yeah, somebody mentioned Gamma. Which other one? Oh, somebody also mentioned a transcriber, a paraphraser. It's really, really amazing. The lists are endless. Oh, Mr. Prince Adekunle. Wow, you mentioned more than five. Oh, I have a small gift for you. I have a small gift for you. I will just note down your name. I will just note down your name. Yes. Now, straight to business. Straight to business. What is actually AI? What is actually AI? I know many of us are not strange to this term. We are familiar with this term. And one thing about the history of AI, which I want you to know, is that this is not just something which just came out of all of a sudden in recent years. AI has been a theory which has been existing as far back as in the 90s. But what we just see is that the technology continually evolves. The technology continually, it's continually, how will I call it? The technology continually becomes much more effective, much more tailored design to address specific problem. Right from your what's it called, the bank, the door. I don't know if you've experienced that before, but majority of us will experience it if we go to banks a lot. There's a way that this thing it will detect if somebody is before. Yes, it will detect if somebody is before the gate, and the door will automatically open. Down to how your emails automatically group themselves into a category. All these are also part of the innovations of AI, down to a camera, CCTV camera, being able to detect you, which has really been unveiling over the years. Even some we've been using over the years. But one thing which is quite different as pertaining to this evolution is as we approach this what I call it, this era of global digital leadership, global digital transformation in the world of technology at large. We see new technologies coming up. We see the likes of generative AI, the Gen AI. I know some of you are familiar with the word agentic AI, which is pretty much available now, and it's gradually evolving down to computer vision and other sorts of AI, which is just in-depth, 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 in-depth. And I know some of you may have been familiar with this saying, AI will take our jobs. There are a lot of jobs which will be lost to AI. And some people will be asking, can AI actually take my job? And actually, AI, simply artificial intelligence, is just like teaching a machine to think, to learn, and to solve problems the way humans do, only faster at a scale. I will come again. It's just like teaching a machine to think, to learn, to solve problems the way humans do, only faster at a scale. I remembered this very well when ChatGPT came out at first. It was very, very easy to spotlight and really fish out words written by ChatGPT. But I tell you, that's not the narrative now. That's not a narrative now, because these technologies has evolved. It has evolved to be able to study patterns in our tone, in our style, in our way of communication. Even in fact, if you speak to my ChatGPT, you will think you are speaking exactly to me because he understands my tone. He can write in my tone. So gone are those days where they will say this, that. In fact, I tried an AI detector and it was unable to detect what I actually created, the content, that the piece of content which I actually worked on was actually fine-tuned by ChatGPT itself. But actually, to the business of the day, which is automation, ChatGPT, DeepSeek, and the like are, I'll call it, they are just basic. How will I put it? They fall under the generative AI, which we are really familiar with. But AI has a lot more application than that. AI has a lot more application than that. I don't know for you, but me, I'm a fan of actually building systems that actually works for me. I get bored. I don't know if there's somebody also like that in the room. If you're like that, just send a reaction to show that me and you are in the in the same boat in a sense. I actually don't like tasks which I will be doing over and over again. Tasks which are it's in a sense become repetitive. I actually don't like tasks like that. Tasks like manually inputting numbers, transferring details from here to there, trying to do trying to sort my mails out in such a way that it actually suits my taste. I don't really like doing something just so scattered, something just doing one thing over and over again. And actually, AI also is capable of solving this problem. AI is capable of solving this problem. We see the application of AI in coding. We see the application of AI in the building of websites. Even there are AI tools which build websites, makes it very, very easy. There are also AI which streamline things for us. One of the ways which me I use Jamni very well is to schedule my to-do list. This is also a way of in a written down in paper. I just have that typed out and I just send it to, and it's automatic a calendar event based on what a love emoji, a love emoji, a love emoji. I tell you, this section and the section to come is a section which you will actually gain a lot. You will actually gain a lot. I know many of you are familiar with these terms, but I actually want to shift your perspective to seeing from the view of how AI can actually make your life easy through automation. I'm waiting for the love. Oh, nobody's sending me love. Nobody is sending me love. I'm waiting. Oh, can you still hear me? Yes, I'm seeing it now. I'm seeing it now. I'm seeing it now. I'm seeing it now. Yes. So you could see AI has a lot of application, from building chat box to our smart assistant to our everyday AI which we interact with. Simply, I discovered there's a particular individual which I knew. He developed a kind of Telegram bot, which in a sense it's explain it sends devotional guides to him. It sends devotional guides to him. Is it more or less like a Bible aid? Somebody is raising up the hand. Maybe what you want to put down, kindly put in the chat box so I can maximize time. So he created a chat bot which in a sense could be a kind of study chat GPT, though some people may have biasment towards this, but this is also an application of AI. Another application of AI which I also discovered in my own daily life in a form of, please kindly mute your mic. Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay. Okay, that's really
Yes, yes.
amazing. Do you know AI can do, yes, do you know AI can do more than just scheduling mails? AI can process data.
Hello, Samuel. Hello.
Tailored even to our daily lives. One of it was that we use Gemma. You can
Mr. Matthew, please mute your mic. Receiving a feedback.
Okay, Samuel, we can't hear you. Well, maybe I'll just take it up from here because our time is fast spent. Matthew, will you want to mute your mic, please? Okay, so I'm getting feedback from here. Thank you so much. Awesome, awesome. Can everybody hear me now? Without any further ado, I just want us to dive straight into what AI can do. You see that I have my screen open here. I have a lot of AI tools that I have opened here. This is just a fraction of the AI tools I utilize, and not just a fraction. One of the things I need us to be careful about is information overload. The most important thing is that we want to utilize AI. We want to be intentional about our approach so that we don't um, so that we don't get too much information that becomes irrelevant for us. I was in that space whereby I had I was okay, especially when I started my IT journey. I wanted to learn basically everything. I wanted to learn graphics design. I was doing website design. I was doing video editing. I went into cloud architecture. I went into AI, and then data science. I just, and at the end of the day, I couldn't find myself. But one of the things that helped me was mentorship, and I was able to, through different conversation with my mentor, I was able to come to a conclusion and say, okay, this is what I really want to do at this time, and this is the journey. This is what I would achieve, and I was able to. So I was able to, get a path. So one of the things I would want us to do now is pay attention, note down the AI tools that you'll be seeing. I'll be showing you AI tools for presentation, AI tools to manage your time, AI tools for videos, for voice generation. If you are into content creation, if you're an accountant, if you are into you want to create videos for your business, you want to speak good English, you want to just there's a lot. But one of the things that we will just do, or basically how we approach this, is use AI tools that we can all leverage on, whether you're an entrepreneur, you're a student, you are an employee, and on like that. And without any further ado, I'll just speak to three AI tools and I'll talk on two. I'll show you, I will do some practicals on the other ones that you can see on my screen. But basically, I'm just going to pick out um, some AI tools that we can utilize. Okay, I have this open already. So let me start with ChatGPT and Claude AI. These are tools that you guys are very, very familiar with. Well, I can say that you are very familiar with ChatGPT and DeepSeek. I believe that to an extent you're also familiar with Claude AI. So I'll just do a narrative between these tools. Now, it might not be what they call it now. My information is not static, it's not fixed. Let me put it that way. You might want to check and find out more. People are doing different research, and then different updates are coming on this application. So I would just want us to look at this too. I'll speak a little on this, but I'll look at this too, and I'll just give you my own opinion. Take note, my own opinion based on my experience and familiarity with these tools. Now, DeepSeek is also a generative AI. It allows you to basically for text content, you can upload files and it can break down the files. It can tell you what is in the file. It can give you a narrative of what is the file. Then it also does some level of thinking, of reasoning, and also can access the internet. So while you are searching for some things, you can, ask it to search the internet, and it will give you references from whatever it is, whatever response or result that it gets. So that's pretty much it about it. It's more than that. It's actually more than that. But like I said, I want to focus on these two. And I just want to focus on these two. There's another one called Gemini. That's the Google version of the GPT large LLM charts. This is what we have. This Gemini. I also give you a brief walk around on this, but my main focus is this and this. Now, the difference between Claude and ChatGPT, I'll just go straight into the points, then I'll tell us what I want to draw out of this. Now, if you look at this, for ChatGPT, you can upload something from your Google Drive, and you can upload it from your OneDrive, and you can upload a file from your laptop, from your computer. You can also search the internet while you are asking for while you are writing your prompts and trying to get responses. You can also ask it to take time to reason deeply on the conversations that you are trying to have, and you can also get images and graphical content from ChatGPT. It gives you that leverage, and you can also speak to it. You can dictate what you want to write or say what you want to write. You see how fantastic it is. You can dictate it if you don't have the time to let me say type, or you are just trying to share an idea that you are finding a little bit difficult to pen down. You can detect it, and you can also use your voice command while you just have a direct conversation with the ChatGPT, and it will speak back to you. Make sure that your device has both the mic and the speaker functioning for you to be able to utilize this. And I can just ask you to create an image. Then I can also come to the library and check the different types of GPTs based on the work we want it to do. If you are someone that uses Canva a lot, you can come use Canva. If you are trying to get into productivity, these are productivity tools, and there are more of them that you can utilize. You just extract. Once you just click on it, you are just trying to tell the AI that, okay, I want to do more of this kind of task. So it will kind of how would I put it now? It will kind of break down or restrain or constrain all its kind of information within the kind of information you want to get to strictly the topic that you are trying to get it to function with. We have the education, we have this research and analysis, we have the lifestyle, and if you are into programming, a developer, or you want to just play around learning code and stuff, you can use this session. You can come to the topic and look at what people are familiar with. I can just go into the AI tool and utilize AI ChatGPT rather generally for general purpose without having it to having to restrict the conversation you want to have with it. And one thing about ChatGPT is you can speak anyhow to it. I'm not talking about in tone now. I'm kind of saying if you are not too familiar with prompt engineering or design, if you are not quite sure of how you can really, really, utilize prompts to get your results, you can use ChatGPT. ChatGPT is good enough for that. You don't need a level of technicality to use it. Just speak your words, just say it the way it comes to your mind, and you'll be able to get responses from ChatGPT. And this ChatGPT, like I said, it can create images for you. Now, the difference between ChatGPT and Claude AI is they pretty much do the same thing. You can upload some files, some particular kind of files, and you can, change your style. Now, take note, for ChatGPT, you can also do the same thing. You can customize ChatGPT, just like what Samuel was saying. When you are using, if you use his ChatGPT, it will look like he is the one having that conversation with you. You can train the ChatGPT to understand your tone, to work with your tone, to plan the way, to reason like you. It's just going to do a better work. Reason being that it has a lot and a ton of information, residing in it that it has been trained on, and it can help you. So you said, what do? You can see that. What do you want ChatGPT to call you? So it can be like a chat bot to you. I'm sorry, Jumoke, you might want to mute the mic. Jumoke, Gloria, you might want to mute the mic. Don't do that for you. All right. What traits? Who are you on? All right. So what do? You can just tell ChatGPT what you do. You can type in your profession. Jumoke, Gloria, do you want to pass any information across?
No.
Yeah. All right. Please, can you mute your mic? Thank you. All right. So, what traits should ChatGPT have? What kind of traits should it be? Chatty? Should it be witty? Should it be a straight shot and encouraging? Do you want to have a conversation with a Gen Z, sketchy, traditional? And you can go on and on. I can, mix it and check. These are when we talk about traits. You are just saying, oh, how you want it to, how you want it to converse, how you want it to communicate with you. Now, it does not. You don't have to overuse the GPT, that's the chat GPT, how every other person will use it. You can customize it to how you want it to communicate with you. And then any other thing you want it to know, you can come to advanced and you can, these are the things you want it to do. This allows you to search the web. This allows you to create image, code, access to canvas, and you can, modify your voice or use the voice options. So another very, very interesting fun fact about ChatGPT is that it takes record of all your conversation. It takes record of all the conversations. See all these conversations here like this. I can ask ChatGPT a couple of questions and it will refer to what I see now. I'm using ChatGPT since 2023. Yeah. So I've been using ChatGPT a lot. And when I see people still struggling with having to come up with content and do things that you can do within a very short period of time, and it's taking you forever, and you're like, I can't using this AI tool, or can't you just find a way of making your conversation faster, your correspondence smoother. Sometimes you receive emails and you're finding it difficult to reply because you're looking for the right grammar to utilize to get things done. But with this tool, with ChatGPT, you can follow an email trend without any issue, and it's going to be replying based on, sometimes you may not even need to enter, you may not need to give it a direction. You can just copy and paste the response you are getting, and to be giving you response, what you just have to do is copy back and paste into your email and send. You know, like I said, you just have to train it. You just have to have that conversation. There are some things I can enter into ChatGPT and I can tell ChatGPT, just give me a summary of who I am. Who do you think I am? And it based on the conversation I've been having with it since 2023. It will give me a breakdown of who it thinks I am, what it thinks I can do better, you know, as a person. You know, I can just have that conversation, just like Jerry, I said Jerry, Samuel was saying. He said, you know, here he said it can be a tutor, it can be a therapist. You just say the right words, and basically AI is more of garbage in, garbage out, in as much as it is populated or is filled with so many information. Now back to Claude AI. Claude AI too will do the same thing, but yeah, I can also create a style in Claude AI. Then I can also choose the version of AI I want to interact with. I can write, I can learn, I can code, I can anything I want to do. Do you understand? I can achieve that with this. Now, let me just give you so I also want to try and practice some things so that we don't miss out. But the reason why I'm rushing this way is because we won't be able to meet tomorrow. But take note, you'll be able to practice, and I will give you some tasks that you return on Friday to the group. You drop it on the group. You just tell us what you've done, what you've been able to do with the AI tools that you have been shown on this call. Please, am I rushing? I feel like I'm talking too fast. Or can you hear me? Are you following? I
No, sir.
Okay, so I didn't hear what she said, but I think everybody's following. Awesome. So Claude AI can do that, but Claude AI cannot access the internet. That is one dilemma. That is one drawback. That is one of the things that ChatGPT use to beat it. You can't have the voice command conversation. You cannot detect, and there are some certain files that Claude can't give you. But let me tell you one serious difference between Claude AI and ChatGPT. Claude AI reasons more deeply and intensively compared to ChatGPT. Now, for ChatGPT, if you want to have basic conversation, okay, let me just tell us practice, practice, practice. And I'm just going to practice with the conversation that I have with ChatGPT and Claude AI today. Let me see. Yeah. So while I was trying to do some practice for this session that we had, or sorry, we're having currently at the moment, I tested, just for practice sake, so that I will show you, because I know that I won't have time to start with prompting and everything. And I said something. I said, write a group message welcoming everybody on board and getting them prepared for the meeting. Ask them to prepare their notes, devices, and the stable internet. I just said, okay, let me just see what their response will be. Now, this is what Claude gave me as a response. This looks like an email. This looks more professional, more ethical. I think I was looking for that word, more ethical. But by the time I came to beloved, what do you call it now, ChatGPT, see the response I got. Where is where? See the response I got. Very, very precise and brief and fun. And I sent it to you people, and this is what you have on the group. So the it was is direct, and like I said, I don't want to say lame, but it's pretty much how, not so much of a garbage in, garbage out thing compared to Claude. Claude reasons deeper. Now, I personally have used Claude to anchor a webinar. It planned the pre-webinar activities, the webinar activities, and the post-webinar activities. Okay, these are the things we do in preparations for the webinar. These are the, now I don't need to give us, I think I have it here, but it's a long way to go. But I'm not quite sure I can find it anytime. I think that was over how many months ago. Okay, so I think remote video, I think I have something here. Okay, so I'm not quite sure this is it, but I know I have some other things that are here that are very, very useful. Now, Claude will go deeper and even ask you that, okay, based on this conversation we've had, or based on my response, what would you like me to do in addition to, what I have already? ChatGPT also has this function to create, documents you can actually download and publish. You can save as PDF, you can save as a watered down, and you can download this as a PDF file. You can also publish and send this to someone as a link, to what they call it now, to also view. You can have that leverage, you can have that access, you can do that with Claude AI. Now, like I said, my information may not be up to date as at today or yesterday, but ChatGPT also has this function whereby it has this pop-up by the side, and it gives you another window where you can type some things, and you'll get some things done. So they have their limitation. In as much as they have their limitation, they also have what they use to surpass each other. What is most important is that you ask yourself, what do you want to do, what do you want to achieve, and ensure that you are able to utilize each tool. I think I want to show you something as well. It's meant to be here, but I don't know if I can access it. I was able to create a web page with Claude AI. I was a web page, a functional web page. You will see the design. These are things that Claude can do for you, and Claude can also help you create like a mind map to what you are doing. When I say mind map, it can create like what they call this thing now, a roadmap. It can give you a graphical presentation, unlike ChatGPT that will just give you an image or a picture. Claude AI can help you, come up with a graphical presentation of what you want to do. I'm trying to see if I can get one of the mind maps I was able to generate from Claude, but I don't really have that time to write something. What I can do best is to show you. Now, one of the things I did here was that I uploaded these 6 documents, and I said, Claude AI should give me a narrative of everything inside this document, and it did so. And I asked it, okay, out of all this, can you also generate a content for the combination of everything? It did. And I thought it was too long, and it summarized it. So there's a lot you can do. I don't want to go into details so that we don't get carried away. But I think this is one of the things I would love to show you. Okay, so you can, for instance, now let us just be very realistic. If I need to build a business and I'm not too sure of the approach, I can tell ChatGPT, I want to start a business. This is the business. What do I do? Or I don't even know what prompt to give you. Can you tell me what prompt to give me? What prompt I can give you? You can ask me the relevant questions I need to know. Then answer it. It will do that for you. So even if you don't know how to ask the question, you tell the AI that, oh, I can't ask question. Help me ask question, and it is going to ask questions for you. And it's going to ask you questions, and it's going to help you. But just let me quickly do a a demo, a very, very quick demo. And uh, I'm going to use an image to do this. I'm looking for the picture of the of this workshop. I think I sent it to the group sometime, and I would drag and drop the image into this session, into this. Okay, I'm coming. Yeah, I have the image here now. So I'm going to drop the image. I can drag and drop, or I can click that plus button and I'll get what I want. Sorry, I was meant to drag and drop into this space. Now it has accepted this image. And I tell you, I need, sorry, this is not what I did for this, but I'm just trying to give you an illustration of what I have been saying. I need to prepare for this program. And just, what should I do? Now, from there, it looks at what the flyer entails and gives you a breakdown based on the flyer, blah, 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 blah.
Based on the workshop flyer, here are some steps to prepare for the AI and
okay, now you could also hear a voice. That is another AI tool I use. So while I'm listening to something, I can also be doing something. And if I am not really interested in reading, or I don't have the luxury of time to read, or I want to take down things, I want to reason while I'm doing what I am doing, I can ask this plugin to read out the response. Immediately it gives me a response. Once the response is completed, this AI tool or this browser extension automatically reads out what I what the AI tool has responded to me. Before I continue, please, can you hear me, and are we following? Am I making any sense? Awesome. So I've said a lot on this too, and time is far spent. Oh, okay. So we have like 32 minutes. Let me just jump into something else. So based on this, I'm just going to copy this out. Now, remember what I said. He said, would you like me to be more specific about preparation tips for any of these workshop days? So you can use this Claude AI to plan. I prefer using Claude AI to plan, better, than ChatGPT. Now, so that I won't bore you with, all these ones that you are very, very familiar with. Let me come to something else. We have this called Napkin AI. That is, take note of this. I'm going to drop it in the chat. Now, what this tool does, or what you can use it for, is to, create, what do you call this now? Create infographics. You know what infographics are? Now, infographics, I'm just going to do a quick demo of this because I still have more things to show you and time is fast spent. So you can create if you don't have an account on Claude AI and ChatGPT or DeepSeek, you can create an account, sign in and start using it. This is Napkin AI. Napkin AI. It converts tests, tests into infographics. Now, if you have a lot of text and you would like to have some images, some graphics, added to it, you can just have it there. So I just took this AI function instead of having to get text from anywhere. But I can, let me use something from here. Brand proposal for the best practice for hiring interviews. So let me just use this, and it's going to generate content for me. After generating content for me, I can have my own content and put it in, and I can say, okay, I don't really have my own content. I want it to generate content for me. At the same time, I can also use that. That was what I used. Now, with just that line of information that it suggested to me, this is the level, this is the amount of information I could, get from it. Now, once you click on this blue tool here, I can create a visual representation of what I am trying to, talk about. Now, this makes your work more interesting and interactive. Once I'm done with that, I just choose it. I click on it and it is there. I can come to the next section and generate another infograph for what I'm doing. Now, this is not only for those that work in an organization or employees. Even if you are a strategist or you are trying to come up with your own business plan, you can use this. This will help you and give you a um, visual composition, visual narrative of what you are trying to do. You don't have to think too much, and at the end of the day, you are not able to achieve many things because of the workload. What you just have to do here is read through and ensure that it is speaking to what you want to achieve. And once it is speaking to what you want to achieve, you can get a lot done. I don't
Using
know
the
if
STAR method, prompt
sorry,
candidates to describe.
my AI picks, because of the response and my clickings, it picks up conversations and try to read it out to me. So we have different things. You can use this for presentation. You can do a lot. You can do a lot. And having chosen what you want to present, you can resize it, you can make it wider so that other things. Now, I don't know if you can see there's a line here that is breaking it down and telling me that, okay, this is the page. You have utilized a full page. So this is a full page. This is another page. This is a full page. This is another page. Now, this will help me. This will make sure that I am not, writing anyhow and writing, out of context. This line that you see across it will tell me, okay, you have exceeded this page, or the content I have is falling into another page. But I have this, I can, leverage. Let me just do one more. After this, I go to another AI tool that I believe will be relevant for you. So once I'm done and I've read through, I'm satisfied with what I have, I can come here and share. Now I can download as PDF. So I choose the format I want to download it as. Is it a single continuous page or an A4, or the US size, or the presentation? I can choose the presentation and download it. I have it as a PDF file on my system, and this is it here. Does anybody have a question? Does anybody have a question? No question, I want to assume. And by the time I open this file, this is the PDF document in my, here. So you can take out time, practice. Take note, I said I will need you guys to practice so that by Saturday, I can say, okay, yes, you guys are really taking out time to so we can take out time to, I can see what you guys are doing and be sure that you are following. These are texts that you can copy. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. These are texts you can copy, you can edit the page. Oh, that's if you're using the version that can allow you. But this is a PDF reader on my browser that I am utilizing. Now going to another tool, and this is one of the, so this is Napkin AI. We have Claude, we have ChatGPT, we have DeepSeek. Okay, let me just do two more interesting. Oh, there's a lot, but let me just do two more interesting things and we'll move on. Now, this is Gamma.ai. This Gamma.ai is for presentation. You can use it for web page. You can use it for a lot of things. You'll be given credits. Your credits will be renewed maybe monthly or based on the kind of subscription you have. I'm using the free package, and for the free package, I have access to a certain amount of credits. This is called credits that I can use monthly. And so straight up, I don't want to waste time. But looking at this, I need you to take out time to see what you can do with this AI. So this is for presentation. Basically, when it came out, it was more of the presentation kind of software, but AI too. But now you can use it to do more than just presentation. I can, create a presentation with AI, and I can decide to import something. But let me import something. I'm going to import. I'm going to start, or let me import. Enhance your content with AI with image. So I'm going to enhance the content I want to import. I'm going to enhance it with AI. So I'm going to I'm going to upload a file. I can use a URL or a web page, to connect to get the content, and it will go to the web page, and it will automatically extract the content and use it to build slides for me. Then I can also get my Google slide, Google Doc, or I import a PowerPoint document, a Word document, or a PDF document. I will import a PDF document because of the PDF I just generated. It's going to import it. After successful importation, it's going to ask me, what do I want to do? Now we're only looking at presentation. We want to create a visual presentation, a very nice looking presentation from what I created from the napkin AI. Yeah, I can decide to come up with a web page from it. But let's just go soft. On Saturday, I'll see what you guys have done, or you guys will do, based on what you learned this evening. So I want it to generate, I want it to be brief or medium, or I want it to be well detailed. I'm writing for, you see that it's extracted looking at the topic, it extracted a title for me, and it's automatically chose a tone. I don't know if you are seeing what I am seeing. Are we together, please? Just an emoji, thumbs up, so that I know that we're all together. Yeah, I don't need you to practice anything now. The video is available, but I just want you to look at it and be sure to practice on your own tomorrow, Saturday. And by the time we meet on Saturday, we'll look at what everybody has done, and we can also give gifts, and everybody can, we can do more. We can learn together, and if you require more interactive guidance, you can reach out to us in the team, and we'll be able to provide guidance on how you can utilize all this in your daily activities and daily life and on. So here it's telling me that because of the credit I have, or because of the kind of what do you call it now? Because of the kind of package I am using, I can create a maximum of 10 cards, and the cost of those 10 cards is going to be 40 units or 40 credits. I can just tell it to freeform or do it anyhow. Then from here, I can choose my style. Is telling me, okay, these are the styles that are available. I can choose my style. They have many other styles, writing styles when it comes to the kind of text, the color combination, the theme, and everything. So you working in a corporate organization and you have the deadline. I believe many of us, have access to these things, but I believe we can do more with this. We have Lumen 5 for video generations. We'll get there. So you might want something sketchy, something simple, something looking premium, something. Let's just go on, and I click on my generation. Once it generates, it takes the content it's extracted from what I have written. Now I can go over what was written and take out time to remove content or hard content, or modify the text and tell it that, okay, this is what I want, this is how I want this thing to be better presented. I would like this way, I would like that way, and so on. And if you look at the AI tool in action, you see it's already creating the content, is generating it, it's giving it a very, very good layout, and suggesting the right image that will fit the design that I am doing, the design that it is, the text, the images that have been generated are, are relating to uh what you are trying to do. Sorry, I'm not using this for the first time. I don't know why it's asking me, but I'm just going to quickly look that. So after I've successfully done this, I can now come and make iterations, like I can make corrections. I'm going to take 1 minute to pause. Gloria, Jumoke, your hands are raised. Do you have any question? And if anybody has questions, you can drop it in the comment section. I will do well to attend to it. But pretty much with my conversation, I've not really seen any question on the chat. So my assumption is that everybody is following me, and we have less than 20 minutes to go. But please utilize this, and then I hope we all are able to get much from this conversation. So you have here, I can decide to choose, I can decide to change the image and ask the AI to, give me another image, from what image I have here. And if I'm not satisfied with the content I have here, I can just come and ask it to, emphasize it. It's going to, sorry, the emphasize is to, uh, think, okay, so I can change my layout from here. I can change what kind of, um, writing style I have. I can change my writing style. Let me just put it this way. I can change my writing style from here. And if I want to, make it look like, basically the presentation and the layout, I can do that here. I can also, add comments, and I can add reactions. Well, I think uh, I can rearrange my item, and I can edit this. Apart from editing it, I can change my alignment, I can change my layout, and if I'm not satisfied with it, I can delete this section. Then apart from adding a card, dragging, you said these are things I can do. I can also edit with AI. Uh, sorry, I can edit with AI. And then I can also come here, and based on what I have here, I can, change the template of the card, change the templates. Now look at these different layouts. If I'm not satisfied with the layout I have currently, I can come in here and change the layout. The AI tool is going to automatically, sorry, I can add a layout. The AI is going to automatically going to give me that what they call it now. It's going to give me that what they call it now, layout, and it now I can also generate content based on what that role or what that particular what they call it slide is referring to or is talking about. Moving on, I can add images, I can add videos, I can, I can embed apps or web pages. I can come in and change the graph that I'm using. I can bring in a timeline and edit it, modify it. This allows me to, this what they call it, Canvas styling, project management. I can create schedule, I can do my scheduling here, and a lot more. Once I'm done with everything I have done so far, I can either share it or change the theme, or I can download it. But looking at the presentation, uh, I can do it the way we have PowerPoint presentation. I can just go to different slides, show my viewers or audience what I'm trying to do, and we can have a lot of fun using these tools. Then once I'm done, while I am done with everything I have to do, I can now export, and I will prefer to export with PowerPoint because I want to show you something. I can embed, I can share, I can have someone to join me, I can publish as a site, I can download as PDF or Google Slide or as PNG, or I can just share on LinkedIn. But better still, I prefer to download as PowerPoint because I just want to make one modification, and just to make it personal, just to make it interesting, and you know Your organizations don't need to know that, oh, you got this thing from this AI tool. I'm very familiar with it. Why didn't you take out time? Sometimes people want to stress you. So they will say, why don't you take out time to build this thing yourself and everything? But you can, you know, come into you can come into what they call it now, PowerPoint. That's why I downloaded it as PowerPoint. If you notice on all the screens, sorry with the way it looks, I was one handing more things. You see this with gamma, made with gamma that you have here. We don't really want it. I personally don't really like having this their sign here. What I can just do is I can come to what they call this now, designs. I believe many of us, 50%, or let me say 99.9% of us can use um, PowerPoint to my do. So what I'll just do is hide graphics. Once I hide graphics, um, I hide graphics and apply to all. I'm going to hide graphics and apply to all. If you see that all those what they call it now, all those what they call these things now, they've disappeared. They've all disappeared. Those trademark that you could see, then you save it, or you can give it a background style, choose a background picture, or choose a gradient for your background and stuff. So you can do more with what you have. You can design your you you can design your presentation. So I don't want to waste time on that. I think this is pretty much clear. Let's move on to one more or two more AI tools. Here is an generative AI tool. What I just did here was I told you to describe what the Leviathan is. In the book of Job, God was describing the Leviathan to Job and he was telling him how it looked like. So what I just did here was, okay, according to the book of Job, I think I have it here. According to the, yes. So I was just trying to I said I need a prompt. Uh, I need to prompt an AI generation, an image generation AI to give you the graphical illustration of a layer. And can you create a prompt for me? I didn't know how to describe it, so it gave me a prompt, and I came into this AI tool. This is called AI Kitchen. You can come to Google. If you have Google, you have access to this, and I think it's unlimited. You can generate as many images as possible with different dimensions. I can give it different what they call it now, prompts and category or characteristics of what I want it to generate for me, and it's going to do that. The truth is there are hundreds of AI tools, image generation. There are AI tools that can generate. If you're a musician and you're on this call and you're thinking of what track you can do next, you have AI tools that can help you with that. I don't know, it says something went wrong. Digital, let me try again. I don't know why it's showing me something went wrong, but I believe with that illustration, you have an idea of what I am saying. So I can copy, same thing I did. I also asked ChatGPT to give me an illustration to copy out some images. Give me a prompt that I can give an image generation AI to tell me what a Leviathan looks like, and ChatGPT also gave me its prompt. So you can utilize all these AI tools with themselves. You can use it interchangeably and come up with some amazing things for yourself. Now, this is another tool that is very, very interesting and exciting if you are a a content creator, or if you have a small business and looking for how you do adverts, or you have an idea and you need to work with a video creation person or video montage or something. You can just come into this AI. Lumen 5 is an AI tool that generates images for you, and while it's generating the image for you, it can also generate the voice, the content, and cut it based on give you nice clips and everything. So based on that, okay, Okay. I can't hear. Sorry, I can't see your screen. Is my screen visible? Can any other person see my screen? If you can see my screen, thank you. Moving on. It has different templates, different styles for you to use, to utilize. I'm just going to pick this. I'm going to preview what image or what video type. Is it the screen size rather, the normal video, or those of the TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube shorts? If you want to create shorts, you can come. I'm going to use that template, and I want it to generate the video for me, while it also gives me a voiceover. Automatically, I don't have to go and look for a voiceover artist to do something for me. So I can either come do the voiceover myself, I can do a video by myself, or I can tell the AI, please just give me a voiceover. I would want you to do this for me. Then I can paste in any text. I can give it some relevant what do you call it now? So I just copied a random text. I didn't know I got this from. Okay. I can just come give it some outlines to if the content does not seem good to fit. Okay, so I think I was trying to describe what Leviathan is, and here is telling me that the kind of content I'm trying to give it is not a good fit. So for best result, I can come and put in business related content, marketing related content, educational content, things that I things that are helpful and are insightful. But instead, I would prefer to come and upload the image as usual. So I come and upload my image here. It is going to look at the image, it's going to understand the image, and it's going to generate content for me based on what the image is, and advertise this program. So since I've entered this text, what would I want this video to do? Then I can just come and create script. It's going to look at what the image is, and based on what this what do you call it now? Best please only. Okay, sorry. I did something here, and I said, tell me what to do. Register based on the fly. Yes, no. I can just look for something I can write. Consider preparing your questions for the see. Or since today is I'm just trying to look for what I can use to populate this so that I can give best results. So back now, you see that you can utilize this AI. They can complement each other. They complement each other a lot. So if I want to do this, I want to organize the conference, or I want to have a presentation at work, I want to do this, I want to do that, I can just come into any of the AI tool that I have and create content that fits what I want to do. And while this is generating, okay, I was thinking I could quickly show us another AI tool before this is done, but it has already given me a feedback, and it has broken down how it is going to be reading it out for me. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like a script kind of format. And yeah, I'm going to start with my video. So looking at it, the video is about 1 minute 15 seconds, and it can be more, but depending on the plan or on the subscription you have. Then while you have also done this, you can also modify it. I don't want to go deep into this because time is fast spent. So while this is going on, this is the last tool I'll be showing you. I think there's another tool here that I was trying to so this is an image generation tool. I can do text to video. from text to video. I can do image to image. I can do a consistent character video. So those of you that are looking at, extra means of, can you people hear me? I'm not looking at my screen. Can anybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Awesome, thank you. If you are the type that wants to go into content creation and posting videos on YouTube, because that's what is making, well, that's one of the things people are using to make money these days. There's a lot. There is a lot that there's a lot. There's King AI. That's another one on its own for image generation. There's Runway ML. There's a lot of them. So if you are trying to create a mind map, you are someone that wants to take note of something. Someone mentioned some things that are very, very significant. AI can be your tutor, AI can be your therapist, AI can be your assistant. This that I'm showing you is if even in the medical fields, they have started implementing AI. Don't be afraid, don't worry. It works, including when you talk about medical records, notification systems, there are a lot of things AI can do, but because of the short period or short time we have, we are not able to go deep into many of these things. And the truth of the matter is, even myself, I have barely scratched the surface. So while I'm demonstrating something for you, while I'm demonstrating while I'm going to go back to Lumen 5 to show you the result, I would like you guys to tell me what you have learned. Please don't say it out. You can just type it into the comment section. Is this session something that you enjoy and you like for us to do more of it to train you in certain skills? Yes, job opportunities will let you know, but certain skills, certain um, information. We have talk times that we can come together and talk. The job role platform, I think on the group, you can reach out to any of the admin, in case you have questions, you want to understand what the job role platform is. This is brought to you by the job role department in Solid Rock Parish, Lagos Province. 40. Now you can bring in an image and write in a prompt and it can generate a 5 seconds, 10 seconds video for you. But this is just by the way, these are things that I would be very happy if someone comes on Saturday and show us something. Sorry, these things are looking scary now. And it's already in the night. Don't want to have a bad dream. So if we appreciate if you guys can, come up with something and show us that you've taken out time to practice and you you are learning and you're intentional about what you are doing. So these are illustrations of what this tool you can create a consistent image. Let me just move on. So remember I chose the Facebook kind of layout. These are generated videos for me. I can change the videos, I can continue with the videos, I can edit the text, and it's going to read it out. If I change the text here and I edit it, it's still read it out the way it is. But before I publish, wait, can anybody hear the screen?
Yes, we can hear you.
Now I'm talking about what I'm presenting now. It's going to speak. Can you hear?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, no, sir.
Sorry, you can't hear the video. If you can hear the video, just give me a thumbs up.
Sir.
If you can hear the video, give me a thumbs up. Oh, nobody can hear the video. Okay, this is what I will do. I will. Somebody can hear the video. Who else can hear the video? Give me thumbs up. Who else can hear the video? Olamide can hear the video. Olamide, are you sure you can hear the video? Sorry, Olumide. Some people can hear, some people can hear. So for those that can hear, Wow. Ah, uh, Ademola. Wow. Okay. So this is what will happen. So that we don't waste time. Our time is fast spent. We will um we'll publish, we'll download, and I'll send it to the group. Now, the only dilemma with this is that because of the free version, it has a end screen. End screen. So at the end screen, you can you will see the logo of Lumen 5 and stuff like that. Take note of that video also has a voice, it has a voiceover, and it also has a music playing on that just to give you something of that vibe. So there was a music on that, it generated text, it generated images. Sorry, I didn't show you how. Okay, our time is fast spent. I'm sorry for taking your time. I'll be rounding off this session. I'll send this, and I believe that on Saturday we'll be able to do more. We'll be able to get to, you know, experience more of this. But I hope that by Saturday you come in with your practice work and we do more. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. We are really, really happy that you could make it to this session. God bless you. Shall we say a word of prayer? Father, we appreciate you for your faithfulness and your righteousness, and we give you all the glory and praise for the privilege you've given unto us. We ask in your kindness and infinite mercy that you help us retain what we have learned and help us to bring to use these tools and these skills that we've acquired today. And we ask that you teach us more as we ruminate on what we have learned today. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for your answer. Peradventure there's any way of comfort or glory in the course of this meeting. Please have mercy. And at the end of everything, all the glory shall be ascribed to you. Thank you, Most High God, for your answer. In Jesus' name, we are prayed. Amen. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time, and I apologize for the 2 minutes I stole from your time. God bless you and have a wonderful night. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Let's
Thank you.